A stand for pro-life in Northern Ireland after last week's vote by the Assembly. They're in favor of a motion rejecting the imposition of abortion legislation by the Westminster Parliament. Welcoming the vote, the Catholic Bishops' Conference of England and Wales responded, whilst this vote will not directly change the law in Northern Ireland, it does send a strong message that this decision should be made in Northern Ireland, not in Westminster. Catherine Hadro, host of EWTN Pro-Life Weekly, joins me now to talk more about this. Catherine, welcome back to the show. So good to have you here.
Thanks, Tracy.
So, Catherine, this vote does not change the law in Northern Ireland, but it is expected to send a strong signal to Westminster. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yes, that's right. So it is encouraging, but it doesn't actually hold any legal weight. The UK Parliament will vote later this month as to whether or not it agrees or disagrees with these regulations. But I want to give some more context as to why we're seeing this abortion debate in this region of the world. You know, for a long time, Ireland was this bright light, this beacon for the pro-life movement. They were the leaders when it came to maternal health, and that was largely because of its 8th Amendment, which upheld and protected the right to life for both the mother and the child. But in 2018, Ireland voted to repeal that amendment, and ever since then, we've seen this aggressive abortion agenda being pushed into Ireland and now into its neighbor in Northern Ireland.
I know this abortion debate, that is, in response to disability activist Heidi Crowter's appeal. For those who may not be familiar with her, can you talk a little bit more about her and what exactly is going on in the UK?
That's right. This is a really important case, and I've had the opportunity to speak with Heidi's lawyer and even a disabilities group that she's working with. Heidi Crowter is this 24-year-old UK woman with Down syndrome, and she is suing over UK's abortion law because over there is a 24-week limit when it comes to abortion, but not for babies with disabilities. So Heidi Crowter, who is a woman with Down syndrome, is suing over this, saying that, hey, this is discrimination. These babies who have Down syndrome like me are being aborted and being treated differently. So this is a landmark case that we will closely be watching because it can have major repercussions for babies who have disabilities, including babies even with cleft lip.
What about here in the U.S., Catherine? What's on your radar?
Well, all eyes are on the U.S. Supreme Court right now. There are 2 cases in particularly that are closely tied to the pro-life movement. There's June Medical Services and the Little Sisters of the Poor, which I know you've been reporting on as well. With June Medical Services, the High Court needs to decide whether or not Louisiana abortion facilities must uphold the same safety and health standards as other surgical centers in the state. And with the Little Sisters of the Poor, they're back at the Supreme Court yet again. The High Court needs to decide whether or not this Catholic order of nuns who serve the elderly poor must violate their conscience over the Obamacare contraceptive mandate. The High Court issues their opinions and rulings Monday mornings in June, and because they haven't come out yet, it's looking like the rest of June is going to be a very busy pro-life news month.
Well, Catherine, thank you so much for your time. Great to have you on. God bless you.
God bless. Thanks, Tracy.